Okay, guys, as promised, here's show two from Gold DDM's reading of Omarosa's book. Okay, she graduated from Howard's with a master's, and Hillary gave their commencement speech at Omarosa's master's degree graduation. Omarosa also worked for Camille Cosby in college, and she also used to be in beauty pageants, which low key I could kind of see because Omarosa has very good poise, amazing poise. And let's keep it 100. Omarosa is a beautiful woman. Okay, she's a brick house. All right, let's keep it 100. When she was younger, she also worked under Gore and under Bill Clinton in the White House. Shocker, right? While she worked under Bill Clinton, that was the time when he was accused of sexual misconduct with what's the child's name? Monica Lewinsky, and the whole blue dress and everything. So what she remembered was that she thought, she looked up to Hillary. Hillary gave the commencement address at her graduation. She really looked up to Hillary as a strong woman. So she was shocked at Hillary's response. She was shocked that Hillary not only stood by her cheating ass husband, but she attacked the women, calling them bimbos, which is interesting as we fast forward today where she's attacking them again. Interesting, right? She's still standing by her man. She worked on the PAC for Hillary Clinton, for the Hillary Clinton candidacy, which she didn't even announce until 2015. So all the money that they raised from their PAC was then transferred to Hillary's official PAC, right? So normally what happens is the initial PAC usually gets a job in the administration of the person that they're raising money for. But not this time. Hillary took all the money she raised and ran, okay? And Omarosa at this time, she's kind of a star because she's been on that Trump show. So she's kind of a star. So she was able to get money, to raise a substantial amount of money, okay? And Hillary just ditched her. Why did Hillary ditch her? Oh, because the position was given to a woman whose mentor represented a swing state that Hillary wanted. Interesting, right? So when Hillary came, understand that even when Hillary started her initial announcement of her running for president, she already had mad enemies, okay? And in the, political world. Trump wanted to run for president for quite some time, which we already knew. But what I didn't know, that people were recruiting him to run for president. I thought this was all him. You know what I mean? I didn't realize people actually saw him and was like, yeah, this would be a great idea. Anyway, 2 weeks after she found out that Hillary ditched her, right? That's when Trump reached out and asked her to join her campaign. So understand the mindset that she was in. And then as I read further, you'll see why I feel that she mentally thought it was okay to join this crew, okay? Or Trump's crew. She also says that Trump uses race and race relations to manipulate people. And I believe that it's something that he learned and perfected on his show by pitting black people against white people on his show. Okay. And we already know the type of things that he was saying while on the show because they have an N-word tape that's floating around. We talked about that before. Okay. All right. It was normal for Trump to ask about her sex life inappropriately. Anyway, Washington Post wrote an article about what Omarosa gets right and why that's horrifying, okay? I'm going to read parts of that article at the end of this, okay? Something else that was interesting. 2006, I think this was the biggest bomb of the show for me, okay? 2006, as a senator, Hillary voted for a Secure Fence Act, a 700-mile fence between the United States and Mexico. So while the Democrats are sitting around here talking about how horrible the Republicans are for wanting to build this wall, they was going to build a fence. You see how the Democrats and the Republicans are two sides of the same coin? Also, just sidebar, Hope Hicks has no prior White House experience. Before this, she worked on Ivanka's fashion line. Child, that is white privilege. How you go from working in fashion to being in the White House? Oh, child. Not with melanin, okay? All right, so next comes the little piece of the article I was talking about. Okay, so the Washington Post wrote a story. This was this was August 10th, 2015, and the article is called What Omarosa Gets Right About Trump and Why That's Horrifying. I'm not reading the whole article. I'm just going to read the parts that I think is important. She says, reality television, this is 2015 now, reality television has now taken over television. People want to see real moments and see life unfold in front of them. Not scripted, but real moments, Omarosa said. When I pushed back and asked her, this is the writer, asked her whether the reality TV ethos should be bleeding into presidential politics, she set me straight. She says, when you have a big reality star as the front runner of the Republican nomination, there is no way to separate it. This is the new reality. Donald Trump is the front runner, and you have to deal with that. You have to deal with everything that comes with. Omarosa said he's going to have to give his position on serious issues, and he may also call people pigs. But that's part of the Trump thing that comes with the package. So she knew. One thing I give her is that she knew the type of person he would be politically, right? Which also begs the question why she didn't think he was a racist. But I will digress. She says, can we stop trying to write Donald Trump's obituary? So this is before she was working on a campaign too. I just want to point that out. He's not going anywhere. He has staying power. I wish I could argue otherwise, but I can't. So these are the reasons why I think when she looked at the things that Hillary did politically, as far as what she voted on and what she didn't vote on, and when she looked at how Hillary blindly had her husband's back, even through the whole Monica Lewinsky thing. I think when she looked at Trump grabbing people by the private parts, grabbing women, let's be honest, grabbing women by the private parts, I think she figured it's all the devil. That she knows that Democrats and Republicans are two sides of the same coin. She knows that Hillary Clinton and Trump was two sides of the same coin. She knows that she was not doing any better work for the country when she was working for the Clinton or the Gore campaign as she was doing for the Trump campaign, because it's all the same bucket of slop. So I had to really sit and think about how I was going to end this video, because it really sounded like doom and gloom and like there's no hope. But one thing I've learned is them crooked ass people were voted in, and we can vote them crooked ass people out, okay? And we're going to stand behind our candidates. We're going to stand behind our candidates with money. We're going to stand behind them with our votes. And then we're going to hold our candidates accountable, just like we're trying to do with Eric Gonzalez. Have you called him today, by the way? Anyway, back to the point. This is what we're going to do. This is how we combat this, okay? We get our people, we infiltrate, get our people in, and hold them accountable. If you don't do what's right for the community, we vote you out. Okay, Eric Gonzalez and other politicians who don't have what's best for the community on their minds, we will vote you out. We will infiltrate, we will vote you out and vote our people in. And if our people mess up, we will vote them out and get someone else in, and so on and so forth.